Good morning, students. Our next concept is circular permutations. Okay, we know the meaning of permutations, right? Permutations is nothing but arrangement of objects, okay, in particular order. Permutations means arrangement of objects in a particular order. Now see, circular permutation means you are arranging objects in a circular position. Now consider three objects A, B, C. Okay, these are three objects. First, I will arrange. First, see the linear permutation. Arrange these three objects. Suppose A, B, C is a one arrangement. Then B, C, A. Then C, A, B. Then you can do the arrangement like B, A, C. Then A, C, B. Then C, B, A. Okay, these are the possibilities available. Okay, since three objects are given, how many arrangements are there? 3 factorial. 3 factorial is equal to 6. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 arrangements are there. Now see, here we call this arrangement as a linear permutation because you can find the initial point and terminal point, starting point and end point. Here also take any arrangements. Here you can find initial position and the terminal position. Okay, here see, A in the beginning, B in the end. Here B in the beginning, A in the end. Okay, now see, I'm arranging these objects in circular position. First one, see, A, B, C given, right? Here A, then B, then C. Okay, next one, see, BCA. Here I will take B, then C, then A, BCA. After that CAB. Here see, C, A and BCAB. Next, consider the other three arrangements BAC. Okay, here I'll take B, then A, then C, BAC, then ACB. Here A, then C, then B, ACB, then CBA. Here C, B, A. Okay, these are the possible circular arrangements. Okay, now see, in a linear permutations we can find beginning point and the end point. But in a circle, which one is the starting point? Here or here or here or here or you can take any point as a initial point, right? That means in the circular permutation there is no starting point and end point. That's why, see, suppose I am taking A as the starting point, then what is your arrangement? You will get ABC only. Then take A in the clockwise direction, then see, you will get arrangement ABC only. Then take A as the starting point, then arrange in the clockwise direction, what you will get? ABC only. This arrangement is same, right? Okay, ABC, ABC, ABC. In a circular permutation, this arrangement is same only. Or if you start with B, what you will get? BCA, BCA, BCA in the, or if, or start with the point B, okay, in the clockwise direction, what you will get? See, BCA, then here also see BCA, and here also see what you will get? BCA only, right? That means here you can observe three arrangements. But our observation is that three arrangements are same because in a circle there is no beginning and end point. Okay, so here you can write it as it's equal to only one permutation. Or take the second one in the anti-clockwise direction. See, I'll start with B. We'll get, see, BCA. Here anti-clockwise direction BCA. Here also you'll get BCA. Or if you take the clockwise direction, what you will get if you take the clockwise direction? See, BAC. Okay, starting with the B only. Here you will get BAC. Here also you will get BAC. Okay, that means these three arrangements are looks different, but if you observe clearly, that gives only a one arrangement. Reason is In a circle, there is no starting point and there is no end point. We can't find the initial position and terminal position. So how many permutations you are getting? See, only two permutations, right? See, actually, you can arrange them in six different ways, but our observation is that arrangements are same. That gives only a two arrangements. So, in a linear permutation, we can see n factorial, that is 3 factorial permutations. But here, see, you can observe here exists only n minus 1 factorial arrangement. Yes or no? 3 minus 1 factorial is equal to 2 factorial. By this observation, you can say that therefore circular permutation of n different objects is equal to n minus 1 factorial. This is the formula for circular permutation. Whenever circular permutations comes, you need to write number of permutations is equal to n minus 1 factorial. Okay. Next is circular permutation in case of a garland or necklace. Okay. Suppose see, here I'll take one paper. This one is the second one. Take in different color. The second paper, and take the one more one. One more paper. I'm taking it as third paper. Okay. Now see, I'm going to flip this arrangement in 180 degrees. Okay. That time what will happen? Check here same arrangement. Then check, it's a circle. You need to arrange the people. Now see, if you flip if you're going to flip it in 180 degree, red position remains same, right? Okay, here see, you can take red. Okay, but see, here person will reverse, right? Yes or no? If you're going to flip this one, then see, person also reverse, position of the person remains same. But see, if in this position, if you are facing eye of the person, if you flip that person, see, then you can, then you will face back of his person. Then see, in this arrangement, green person, okay, position of the green person change, he will come here again, same will happen, right? If you are facing eye of the person, if you flip that person, then that time see, you will face his back. Similarly, yellow person, okay, if you take yellow here, then see, here also position change. Then if you flip if you flip the yellow person, see, then if you are facing his eye first, after flipping you will face his back. Okay, that's the condition, right? If you're going to flip in terms of objects, in terms of people, or in terms of some objects. Okay, now see, consider the case of necklace. Consider one necklace, okay, with the beads. Take three beads. One is the red bead. Take one more bead, that is equal to green bead. Take the one more bead, that is equal to blue bead. Okay. We know when three objects are given in a circular permutation, when three objects are given, total arrangement is equal to 3 minus 1 factorial. That's equal to 2 factorial. It's equal to 2 arrangement. Write the possible another arrangement. Suppose I'm taking here one arrangement. Then see, you can take red here, then change the position. I'll take green here and take blue. That here, blue is here. Okay, these are two possibilities. Okay, if you check, see, red, blue, green. Okay, then you'll get a red, green, blue. These are the only possibility because all other arrangements are same only if you take clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. In the next step, see, I'm going to flip this necklace in 180 degree. See, flip this first necklace in 180 degree, because see, if necklace is there, you can wear necklace in this way, or we can wear the necklace in reverse direction, right? Because see, if necklace is like this, okay, you can wear necklace, or you can flip the necklace, okay, like this. You can flip the necklace, then you can wear in this direction also. Okay, that's the special case of necklace. Okay, Now see, if you flip the necklace, what you will get? Here see, necklace is there, then take the beads. Position of the red beads remains same, here red beads. Then if you observe here, your blue bead comes here, right? Blue beads will come and the green bead that goes here. Okay. Suppose you are flipping second necklace in 180 degree, then see here your necklace will be there. Then see red bead remains in the same position. Here only red beads there. Then see, if you observe this one, green beads come here and your blue bead, okay, that goes here. Okay, this is the arrangement when you flip the necklace. We know, right? If you take the bead and flip the bead, that bead remains same, right? Position does not change. Okay, because you are talking about beads, not persons or other objects. Okay, so if you observe, if you flip the first one, what you will get? Second one. Yes or no? If you flip the first one, then see this is our second arrangement. Or if you flip the second one, what you will get? You will get first one only. Since we can wear necklace in direct position or you can flip and you can wear it, that gives only one arrangement. So in case of necklace or garland, if n objects given, then circular arrangement is equal to n minus 1 factorial. This is for circular arrangement by 2. Why by 2? Because here clockwise and anti-clockwise arrangements are same. Okay, this is a very important formula. Arrangement of n objects in a circular position is equal to n minus 1 factorial, but arrangement of garland or necklace, okay, is equal to n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. In this case, see, by the direct formula we have two arrangements, but but our observation is that two arrangement also same, right? So 2 by 2 it's equal to only one arrangement is available for this necklace. Okay.